But if it's like a little too thicky thick and a little too wiggy, I just can't do it. Sorry, not sorry.
Yo, Halle Berry, make it boys and tell me what you do. Everybody don't respect the shoe, but the one in front of the gun lives forever. And I've been hustling on that.
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. This is your first time seeing me. Hello, it's your girl Diamond Janae here on YouTube, and as you guys can see by the title, your girl is doing another synthetic wig review. And of course, this time around we are going to be reviewing the Outre melted hairline Ivara wig. At least I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I mean, again, if you guys are new, just so y'all know, I stay buying items that I don't even know how to pronounce the company name or the name of the item itself. I don't know what goes on in my brain, child. But this is what the stock card is. Of course, everything is going to be linked in the description box down below, and I did get her in the color Honey Swirl. Again, everything is going to be linked down below with the prices and all that good fun stuff. But yeah, without further ado, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below if you guys like hair reviews and overall lifestyle content, advice videos, all that other good fun stuff. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, y'all, so first and foremost, where I got this hair from and also the pricing for this wig. So this time around, I did get this wig off of Amazon, and of course, per usual, everybody knows Amazon usually does have 1 to 2 day shipping. I will say, when it comes to synthetic wigs off of Amazon, especially like regular like Outre and like Sensational, I do tend to notice that depending on when you get it and what vendor you're getting it from, and then also what color it is also does matter as well, kind of depicts when you're gonna get it, because sometimes it has prime shipping and then other times it doesn't. It's very weird. I will say that it's very, very weird. The prices do tend to be very different as well depending on what color you're getting as well when you do get it off of Amazon, so definitely take that into an account. For me, I did get her for $40, and this is saying free delivery Friday because today is Monday, but I could have sworn this was eligible for 2 day shipping. Because mind you, for some of y'all that may or may not know, I have to deal with package bandits, so I only order things off of Amazon on a very specific day when I know that I'm going to be getting them on days that I know for a fact I'm going to be home to be able to get my items and not to worry about them getting stolen. Alright, so now for the install and the specs and all that other stuff, I will say for some of you guys that are new, I have been doing my wig unboxing and my initial impressions and install and all that stuff. I do all of that stuff over on my TikTok, so definitely go ahead and check your girl out on there if you guys wanted to see what this wig looked like fresh out the box. I will say I did do some modifications to this wig since I did first get this wig. So first and foremost, as you guys can see, the hairline definitely does look a lot better. I could have did a better job of blending this hair into my skin, but I did wear this hair a total, I would say, of about 5 or 6 times. This is definitely one of those wigs that I didn't really want to be an everyday wig just because of how much tangling that was going on with this wig, but we're gonna get into that a little bit more further along in the video, okay? So basically, when I did first install this hair, the hairline was extremely thick. It was just looking a little too wiggy for me. I'm sorry. Like, if I feel as though a wig is like, okay, like this looks decent, I'll step outside. But if it's like a little too thicky thick and a little too wiggy, I just can't do it. Sorry, not sorry. So I did have to go ahead and pluck this hair. I will say it honestly wasn't a lot I had to pluck, and it really didn't take me that long to pluck this hair. So it wasn't really that big of a deal, but I also did want to let you guys know, because I don't want you guys thinking that you guys are going to tear this wig out the box and the hairline is going to look like this, because trust me, it's not. Now, mind you, again, it's not a lot of work that you have to put into it in order for it to look like this, but just know you are gonna have to do some plugging if you did want the hairline to look a little bit more realistic. Also, too, a big shout out to Zuzu's Life. I will always forever give this girl credit because she has forever changed my life with this hack. But basically, I am gonna leave her video down below because she definitely does give a more in-depth tutorial when it does come to this. Lately, whenever I happen to come across a synthetic wig that does have a lot of tangling issues, which it usually does tend to come from wigs that have like a curled style like this, because as you guys can see, like even after me brushing out the curls definitely did drop. The curls are definitely not as bouncy as they were when I did first get this wig. Again, as you guys can see by the, you know, the video clips and pictures and stuff, the curls were definitely a bit more on the bouncy side. But unfortunately, because of me constantly having to brush through the hair, I was just honestly just getting sick and tired of it. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do this trick. Basically, what you're gonna need, and I'm also, if I'm able to find find the link on Amazon, I will link this down below as well. But this is basically like a hair cutting scissors set that I had got off of Amazon forever and a day ago. And you're going to need a pair of shears. That one side is the shears, of course, and then the other side has the comb part. And literally what you're going to do is either on your head or on a mannequin head, but basically you're gonna want to go section by section, right? You're gonna want to brush out the hair really good, and then you're literally going to cut down the shaft of the hair. Like you're literally going to actually cut into the hair, and then each section you're basically just going to repeat the same steps. You're going to brush out all the excess hair that you cut, and then you're basically just going to keep going through each section until you're done. And then that way you're creating splits in the hair, and it's going to help the synthetic hair not tangle up amongst itself. And it does definitely help with tangling. I've used this trick with so many different wigs over the past, I would say, a good like 5 or 6 years now. But with all that being said, I also did do that with this wig as well. So I definitely did lose some hair. Now mind you, is it to the point where this hair looks super thin? Absolutely not. This hair definitely is still very long, still very full, as you guys can see. I actually am planning on straightening this hair, so I guess we'll kind of see how that goes. Depending on how long I actually wear it straight, I might do an update video. But if anything, I definitely will be making a TikTok about it, so definitely go ahead and follow your girl on there if you guys want any updates as far as this wig goes. But again, with all that being said, the tangling when I first got this hair, absolute mess. I was very shocked slash disappointed, because I'm not gonna hold y'all, I stopped wearing sensational wigs for almost like a year now because of the fact that their wigs usually, actually no, that's cutting it, because I'm pretty sure I did wear a sensational wig around Thanksgiving, Christmas time. I could be wrong, but anyways, but I usually don't reach for synthetic wigs from sensational like that anymore because of the fact that their hair usually does tend to not be the best quality. So I was very shocked that I actually had to even go through and do this trick for my Outre wigs. But yeah, y'all, 1010% when it comes to this wig, do not get this hair if you know that tangling is a very big pet peeve for you, and you know that you're not in the mood to do the extra work to stop said tingling or to at least reduce said tingling. Do not get this wig. I would definitely, if I had to rate the tangling out of 1 out of 10, I would say a good 7. Like, it tangled a lot. As far as the shedding goes, I feel like the shedding isn't bad, but I definitely do get shedding from this hair because, number one, before I even cut into this hair, the amount of times I would have to brush through it and it being tangled and stuff, I felt like the tangling and me having to brush through the hair did contribute to it shedding more. But as far as me, like, once I do my hair for the day and I pretty much leave it alone, I don't really deal with shedding like that. So I feel like the shedding that I would see coming off of my brush was mainly from me actually manipulating and styling the hair. But yeah, so as far as shedding goes, I feel like the shedding really isn't an issue. It just becomes an issue because of the tangling, if that makes sense. So if I had to rate the shedding on this wig out of a 1 out of 10, I would definitely say I would feel like the shedding is about a 4 or 5. But yeah, y'all, so that's as far as the tangling and shedding goes. I will say, as far as the actual lace itself and like the actual cap construction, me personally, I absolutely have no issues. Again, like I mentioned before, I did definitely have to pluck the hair, but the hair, it was very easy to work with. The lace didn't rip. I'm basically done with the hair, y'all. Like I said before, I have worn this hair about 5 or 6 times for about a whole day, and at this point I'm pretty much done with it in this current state. Again, the next time you guys do see me pop up with this wig, it will be after I straighten it, because I really do want to see what the ombre is giving, especially with fall coming up. So I feel like that would be really cute. But overall, installing this hair, very easy, straight to the point. Again, the only thing extra that you might want to do is pluck the hairline, but other than that, you can pretty much wear this wig out the box. It's just, again, just make sure you use some type of concealer, spray tint, whatever, to make sure it matches your scalp, and then of course just cut off the excess lace and you're pretty much good to go. But yeah, y'all, so with all that being said, that's basically everything as far as this hair goes. I will say, do I feel like this wig is Diamond Janay approved? I would say no. I personally would not recommend for y'all to get this wig unless it's one of those situations where you need it for a photo shoot, or you need it for maybe like 1 to 3 wears if it's like a special occasion, like a birthday, girls trip, something like that. But I will say, please make it a point to get you a brush like this. I know it's broken, it is what it is, it still works, y'all. Anyways, this type of brush is the brush that I would highly recommend for you guys to use for that, because it just makes brushing through the hair a lot easier and you don't really get too much pushback. But at the same time, again, it just depends how tangled up the wig that you're trying to work on is, okay? But yeah, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A big shout out to y'all if y'all stuck around to the end. Y'all the real ones, okay? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below for more wig reviews, lifestyle content, advice videos, all that type of good fun stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or evening or whatever time you guys happen to be watching this, and I'll definitely see you guys in my next one.